the betting, the not so much anymore, is more down to my own fault. I need to get studying again to get the edge back. But yeah, it's a great product. I love the exchange. It's really, in my opinion, one of the better bookmakers, if not the best bookmaker out there.
It's time for the last race on the card, due to go off at 4:30, race number 8 over 1600 meters in Tenga Foundation MR82 handicap, and race 8 doesn't get any easier. But before Graham and I discuss the last race on the card, we have a rerun for you. Els My Daddy finishing second at Hollywood Bets Castle on the 24th of January, and an interview from Duncan Howes and Sean Veal.
Els My Daddy, Makara, and Spring Eye is still right there on the inside, and Antigonus is also trying to run on as they come to the 200 with Sniper Shot. Els My Daddy, Antigonus on the inside, Spring Eye, Sniper Shot, Makara on the outside. They're right across the track. Spring Eye's fighting back courageously and got up. Spring Eye won it from Els My Daddy. Antigonus involved with Sniper Shot.
Parallax, he was rested for quite a while due to a leg injury. Needed his comeback run the other day. I think he'll still need this run over the 1600. He is drawn nicely. Could run into the back end of quartets, but he'll improve from this run.
Yes, you know, he's a consistent soldier for us. He keeps earning every time he runs. So another hope for a good run on Sunday again.
Els My Daddy ran a cracking race, just beaten by Spring High. And Els My Daddy does seem to be the horse that sets the standard in this race, Graham, but I think in race 8 there's plenty of value to be found, and I'm going to go with an each-way play on horse number 13, Farland. I think that the race could be run to suit. He does have a wide draw to contend with, but I think that Garrett Wright will get him out from the gate and allow him to settle and get into a nice rhythm. And Farland, with the rating drop at 25-1 in the market, he offers some nice each-way play, and he'll be running on at the business end of things.
Funny enough, my each-way play for the day is also in this race and also 25-1, but it's not Farland. I'll come back to that in a moment. Let's talk about Els My Daddy. He's in very, very good form. Anton Marcus rides. He's 1 for 1 over the course and distance. He's well drawn in gate number 4. Els My Daddy certainly sets the standard. So if you're looking to narrow this field down, you've got to start up at the top, and Els My Daddy is certainly the first choice. Winter Waves, been very good to me. I've backed him in both his last 2 starts. I made him pretty much a good thing last time out when beating Admiral Burnham, and he was a fair price. But this is tougher. He's seeking the hat-trick, so I very much prefer Els My Daddy over Winter Waves. Paul Lafferty has Casemiro with a bit of a chance, but the stable companion, the Bayou, is my play for the day in terms of finding a bit of value and having a strike each way at 25-1. Firstly, he only carries 48.5. He is also awkwardly drawn. If this horse was drawn better, I think he'd be shorter in the market and I'd be having a much bigger strike than I intend to. His course and distance form is 7 starts for 2 wins and 3 seconds. Donald Gearson's built up quite a nice relationship with Paul Lafferty. 5 rides for a win, a second and 2/3. So 4 out of the 5 in the top 3. It's not going to be easy for Donald. He still lacks a lot of experience jumping out of the 12 gate. That's why the horse is 25-1. And I'm happy to have a speculative bet on the Bayou at 25-1. But setting the standard and leading the way is Els My Daddy, Winter Waves. You've got to respect tonight's fight night. Love the View and 1 or 2 others. But yeah, it's a tough race. But if you're looking to narrow down, then perhaps Els My Daddy, Winter Waves, your Ruffy Farland, and my Ruffy the Bayou. And we pray that you get through.
Absolutely. One horse that I want to get your opinion on quickly, Graham, is the 9 Korapi, 3-year-old son of Elusive Fort. He's had 1 run out the maidens. What do you make of his chances? I know that he does have a wide draw to contend with.
Yeah, look, we've said it earlier. Paul Peter's in town with a raiding party. You ignore the Warren Kennedy, Paul Peter combination at your peril, so you've got to throw that in as well if you're going wider. Good consistent form. Hasn't run a bad race throughout his career. Only had the 5 starts thus far, the 3-year-old son of Elusive Fort. And, he's rated 74. That could be competitive. He could certainly make his mark in this race. Karapi, and if Warren Kennedy and Paul Peter haven't had a winner up to this point, then you certainly got to say to yourself, well, this is last chance saloon for the Paul Peter stable. So, yeah, you've got to respect Karapi.
Absolutely. So you've heard it from Graham. He's going with the 7-year-old son of Magok. I'm going with the 6-year-old son of Karari Farland. So maybe you could play those swingers and a few exactas with horse number 12, the Bayou, and the 13, Farland, in the lucky race on the card.
It's Donovan Everett from Cape Racing, and I'd just like to say it's an absolute pleasure to be involved with Intrabet and Cape Breeders in this golf day today here at Pearl Valley. It's fantastic for the industry to see all the relevant stakeholders coming down and having a good time and networking, and it's exactly what the industry needs right now in terms of moving forward and recreating some positivity to take us forward into the next year.